Hi, I'm Walter Edwards, and I'm here to watch the Ram. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and welcome to the Ohio Ram Show.
Well, thank you, Walter Edwards, for that introduction. I first met Walter down at Time Station 42, Blanchester, Ohio, the Race Across America. He's become a great friend on social media. We appreciate Walter a great deal, his support of Ram. Hello, I'm Lee Kreider, the producer of the Ohio Ram Show, a show about cycling and ultracycling, and this is show number 201. This show is supported by the time stations in Ohio for the Race Across America, Time Station 41 in Oxford, Time Station 42 in Blanchester, and Time Station 43 in Chillicothe. Be sure to check the show notes. They appear below this video on the OhioRamShow.com website. If you're watching on YouTube, they will appear in the description box below the video. And there you will see ways to follow the Ohio Ram Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also on the website, you can sign up for email notifications of future shows. And there are some particularly interesting links in the show notes this week. So today brings us back to Team Rwanda, Team Africa Rising, with Kimberly Coates and two of her guests, Nathan and Tiki. You may need to listen real hard to understand Tiki and Nathan. We Americans think we invented the English language. We think we're the only ones that know how to speak it. The fact is that most of the rest of the world that speaks English, and a great deal of it does, speaks in very different ways. And we sometimes are kind of arrogant to think, well, they don't speak English well. The fact is, we don't hear well. So sometimes once you get attuned to these various accents, you can understand them, but you may find it today a little hard. Try real hard, because this is an interesting story. And so now, Maria, take it over.
Hey, Kimberly, how are you today?
Great. Great to see you again.
I know. Great to see you too. Again, also. So tell us a little bit about who you have with you today.
So over here, this man, Rafiki Uwimana, we call him Kiki. He's one of the original 5 members of Team Rwanda. He was featured in the movie Rising from Ashes, and he's now retired, and we'll talk a little bit about what he's doing now with Team Rwanda. And then over here, I have Nathan Bukasenyi, and Nathan just retired in 2016. He was one of the original members of Team Rwanda as well. At the age of, 37, you did the 2016 mountain bike Olympics in Rio. We are at our ranch, at the Boyer Wild Ranch in Savory, Wyoming.
So tell us a little bit about those events, Kimberly.
Well, in Denver, we're going to the Global Livingston Institute. They're having a fundraiser, and GLI actually does concerts in conjunction with healthcare checks. So they check for diabetes and high blood pressure, different things like that. I think there's HIV testing as well, and they use concerts to be able to get people there. So free concerts, you get your free health checks, and last year was their first one in Rwanda. They've been doing it in Uganda, and they did it in conjunction with the tour of Rwanda. So it was the second to the last stage. They did a huge concert in Rwanda. I don't even know how many people they tested, probably well into the 1,000. What's really super cool is after Denver, these guys will go with Scott Neidham, who was one of our former coaches. He used to race professionally with BMC. And he now lives and works on the Navajo reservation. He actually lives in Gallup, but his wife works as a midwife on the reservation. And he's trying to form a mountain bike team on the Navajo reservation. Tiki, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got onto Team Rwanda and what you're doing now?
Yeah, so normally 2007 I get selection of Original 5, and we started traveling everywhere world with 5 guys with Jock Boyer. What is in the next? I gonna help to the younger generation to to develop cycling in Rwanda. My talent was to fixing things. Then I became a mechanic. I went to UCI, World Cycling Center in Swiss. I spent the time up there, practice how to fix professional bikes. When I come back, I travel with the team as mechanic, and actually right now we are teaching the more younger generation as mechanic, because in Rwanda we don't have many kids, we don't have many people know how to fix bikes.
Yeah, so it's really helpful for us because we wanted guys who had been in the system for the last 10 years teaching all the new kids, whether it was actual racing or mechanics. And so as our riders retired, it was really important for Jock and I to keep these young men in the system because they'd already, they understand discipline, they understand our commitment to integrity, they understand the importance of being ambassadors for their country. So Tiki's probably one of the most sought after guides in Rwanda for cycling tours. He does mountain bike and road bike. And he's actually, as soon as he gets home, a couple days after you get home, you do a big, 15-person road cycling tour. So, yeah, so they go all around Rwanda. So, Nathan.
I was really chance to be cycling in Rwanda. So, 2007, I get tests with Jack Boyer. So, that's why I get to come with another guy like Rafiki, Obert, Abraham. So from that time, we don't know how to listen, how to train, how to eat, how to discipline cycling.
And what's really cool about Nathan, his wife was one of our female cyclists years ago. And they are really committed to helping girls on bikes, getting girls on bikes, getting girls racing. What I love about both of these guys is that they're really committed to helping women. Rafiki trained with our one and only female mechanic, Sandrine, and now she works for another touring company. They really are committed to helping women succeed. And I think that these are the guys that are going to help the next generation. And women's cycling will grow because of these guys. And there's a club president who's really committed to women's cycling.
Well, I saw a little news article. I don't know where, maybe you posted it. Was it Bianchi just gave some bikes to your women's team?
Yeah. They were able to get 10 brand new bikes for 10 Bianchi bikes, and he has slated them for women, which is huge. And I really expect a big surge in women's cycling in Rwanda over the next couple of years because of, there's a few people who are just really committed to helping women. We've really been fortunate. Rosella, who is the daughter of Signor Dino, from CD, she actually runs the company now, and she's so committed to helping women. We can just send her an email saying we've got 10 girls in Ethiopia who need shoes, or we got a couple Nigerian girls who need shoes, and she is so generous, always gets us hooked up with shoes. It's nice having a woman running a shoe company in Italy and the best shoe company, in my opinion. So,
thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Tiki. It was a pleasure for me. What you guys are doing out there is fantastic. I applaud you. Kimberly, thank you for joining us again. Lee.
Well, thanks, Kimberly. Thanks, your guest, Nathan and Tiki. We wish them well as they try to help grow the sport of cycling in Rwanda. And it is so exciting to see what's happening there. And we're always happy to promote cycling in any place in the world where there is growth and the potential for growth. And thank you, Maria, for hosting. And we want to thank you, the audience, for your support in so many ways, helping us on social media get out the word on this sport of ultracycling, and today to get out the word on the wonderful things that are happening in Rwanda and in other areas in Africa. Again, be sure to check the show notes, because there you'll find a raffle that is helping to support Team Rwanda. The winner of the raffle will get a trip to Rwanda to see the mountain gorillas, and there's some great video on that link. On our next show, November 7th, we're going all the way to Perth, Australia. Some people have said this is the most remote city in the world. I'm not sure about that, but it's a long way from where I'm at. And we're going there to visit with Sabine Bird, who will race as a solo woman in Ram 2019. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Maria.
Goodbye, Lee. Goodbye, everyone. See you in about 10 days.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.